Welcome back to Civilization Beyond. What's it? Beyond
By the way, I lied to you guys. I'm not actually bald.
No.
As I said last episode, I was.
Yeah.
We
might kill it.
Although there'll be a week. So I actually grew my hair back in a week. That's what actually happened. Even though it was actually like.
Mine too. I mean, when I was getting my hair overcut.
Yeah. when I shaved your hair in your sleep.
Yeah.
You were like screaming like a little girl.
Actually, I kind of want that petroleum. Right, we might end up having to put one up.
Aliens detecting it.
Couple of things. These are a real pain. Moments.
Supposed to a fake pain.
Yeah. So we also need petroleum for orbital units. 1, 2, and this position attains that petroleum, but there's only 6. That means a maximum of it's about 3. I think it's about 2 per unit. So that needs 2 petroleum. That needs 4 petroleum. That needs 4. So the big ones require 4. But what's on you? We need to start getting some of these.
I see.
Geothermal. Let's get. I've got the stellar codex. We don't need that.
Right.
But we do need more science. So let's get the academy. Because you can build that. I like building that. I like to build that. And this, the holosuite, you can see loads of culture from Firaxite. And I don't know how many of our cities actually have Firaxite. That Rapunzel.
Is that named after like the company?
I think so. Firaxium.
Yeah.
Firaxis. Firaxite. Firaxis.
Firaxis. Or Firaxis.
Oh, we might get this. Firaxis.
That was a bit.
I'm gonna get him. Butt kick. Commence.
Oh!
We'll get a G for that. Oh, we got culture. Let's aim for that again, and let's go for that as well because it's gonna.
Yeah, that'll be helpful.
That'll be helpful when we settle this city. So let me just check.
Let's settle this.
Connect those. Connect that. Algae met the bear.
Algae met Citadella.
Algae met Salmonella.
Oh, poor algae.
Yeah, algae met his match.
You need to cook your meat properly, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
You get Salmonella.
Xenosalmonella.
Ooh.
That's one of the things you can do. Actually, yeah, one of the things.
What, create like diseases and just send it to people.
Oh, if recruiting defense. I've forgotten how much. Oh my god, we can. If we can oh my god, if we abort this, we can coup d'état. Let's coup d'état the capital. 18 turns. Switch project to.
We're going to coup d'état them.
Increases chance of operation success. Assign. Reassign to return to HQ. Because the more people you have in HQ, the more. Oh my god, Connor.
We're going to Robespierre there, but.
This could. Robespierre. Yeah. This could be it. This could be our big play. Alright.
This could be the big one.
Right, what we need to do
cheese.
is we need to start building our military so that we can deal with some of these aliens because they're really cramping my style.
What style do you have?
Excuse me?
Salsa.
Salsa.
Is that your style?
I like to move on the dance floor with just like that. That's sort of like the thing where they sort of do like something with the hands and sort of move back and forth like 2-step.
I hope someone remixes that. That'd be great.
That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah. So if we can coup d'état their capital, that would just be like amazing. No. Do not want to go.
No.
And then we can destroy this because it's hardly anything, and then we can settle our city there, and then we will have control of this continent once we've dealt with the alien problem. I think we're in a really good position to kick some serious butt. Alright.
We got nice tea.
It's good, isn't it?
So is Assam similar to that?
No, Assam's a sort of. I think Assam's a more Middle Eastern tea. I think.
Actually, no. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Indian.
Is it?
Because I looked at the box when I saw it in Tesco, and it was like, this is Indian tea.
Okay, I don't know. There's lots of there's lots of stuff about different tea varieties. And where they not just where they're produced, but where they're drunk as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very much like expanding my tea horizons at the moment. Because I only really ever had like. You know,
English breakfast,
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea, though.
Oh, Yorkshire tea is fantastic.
Yeah, that's my drink of choice.
Quality.
Proper tea.
That is good tea.
Let's have a proper brew. TBH Team, sponsored by Yorkshire Tea.
I don't know what they call it in the other countries, but it's called the correct tea.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realise that.
Well, I think that it's a real pity that lots of people don't realise that, because actually it is very important to me. One of the other things that they've done, they keep. Oh, I didn't want to do that. What was I researching?
You were doing cognition, weren't you?
Oh yeah. They keep changing around all of the.
I like how it decreases them though. I just like reset them every time.
Yeah.
That's useful.
That's good. What we're going to do is we're going to do some pro-military manoeuvre where we enable both to get an attack in this turn.
Oh.
Because like that one only moved one, but they can attack even if they've already moved. We can do some exploration up here, up north. Oh, this is all tundra.
Ah.
I hate tundra. I don't mind mind grassland. I love grassland and desert.
Yeah.
I don't mind marsh. Plains is all right, but tundra is the one place I will not go. Unless it provides me with a lot of oil. There'd have to be a lot of resources up there. And sometimes on the snow, there's quite a few float stones, and I think, oh, that's worth it. We're going to go onto this. Why can't we just? Oh, it's a marsh. It's a Martian. There's a bit more petroleum up there. Let's send this down and do a reconnaissance.
I finished watching American Horror Story Freak Show recently.
Oh, was it any good?
It was all right. I quite like American Horror Story, but the thing about it is it's not a show that I don't think it's a show that tries to be well written. I think it's a show that tries to be different and interesting.
No, that's good.
Because the story itself is it's not always that great. It's kind of poor, the storyline in all the seasons I've watched. Really, it's just kind of it's just the characters. It's got really likable characters and stuff.
Yeah,
and they're always like it's different like characters each season, playing like different character, like with different actors, same actors, different characters.
Yeah,
and different themes. So the theme for the last season was Freak Show.
Yeah,
where they had like a freak show, and it was like there was some like supernatural stuff in it. Like there was a ghost thing, like a troop of ghosts, but the whole like the horror part was very much more like sort of the horror of the people.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like who they are and what they do and stuff.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Because there's a character early on who is a psychopathic clown.
Yeah.
Called Twisty.
Ooh.
Although he's actually just insane and he thinks he's doing the right thing by like murdering somebody.
Yeah.
And he blew his jaw off with a shotgun when he tried to kill himself, but he survived.
Well, I mean,
so then he ended up just creating a mask that covers like his mouth, and it's just like this like hideous grin. Yeah, I mean, I'll bring up a picture of Twisty the Clown.
What do you mean you'll bring up a picture?
You bring up a picture.
Right. Yes, sir. I'll bring a picture of.
Yeah, and it'll be like, he's spooky. There's a little scared man in the corner for a second as well.
So there's a scared man in like the top right.
Yeah.
And there's a
Twisty the
Clown. He's on the bottom left.
He like kills people. He ends up. Maybe this is spoilers, but the character ends up being killed off. About 4 episodes into the season. But he kind of acts as a setup for another character called Dandy Mott. He is a rich, sort of spoiled young man.
Right.
Yeah, he's when he's 20s or something.
Yeah.
But he's rich and spoiled, and he acts like a child. And but he's developing into a serial killer from the way he's been raised.
Oh, right.
And you can see that he starts to like kill people. He invites people over to his house and just murders them.
Yeah.
He even killed his own mother.
Oh.
He's like, he puts his gun to his head. He's like, "No, Dandy, don't kill it. I couldn't bear to go on if you're dead." He says, "Okay," and then just shoots him in the head.
Well, I suppose that solves the problem, doesn't it?
It does. I actually really like the character though, because he's really interesting.
Yeah.
And he basically, I like his story. He's quite an interesting character, but he ends up killing like an entire house of women at one point.
Yeah.
And the husband comes home and it's just like his body's floating in the swimming pool. It's just like, oh jeez. Swimming pool's red.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting character. And there's other characters as well who are like all freaks. They've got like deformities and stuff. They actually hired like some people who had real deformities to act in it.
That's good. I find it a bit of a pain when people when companies don't.
I mean, some of them, like some of the characters weren't like that by default. Like the bearded lady was a real like female actress who just
Yeah.
had a beard put on her, and there's a character called Jimmy who had claw hand things where like fingers were attached together, but he was still an actor who had like normal hands, so just prosthetics.
Yeah.
But there was a characters who were like, there's a guy who had hands on his elbows basically, he had really short arms.
All right.
And then there's I've gone over time a bit.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Well, it's only by a little bit, but I'm just talking a bit too much about it. I really enjoyed it, the characters.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean,
I'll stop talking about it now so we can go on to the next episode.
well, I mean, it's good when you get when you're interested in something, and you're not just watching or reading or whatever it just because you think you need to.
Next time on
the TBH team,
we'll actually pay more attention to the game,
potentially.
and I'll stop talking about TV shows.
It's fine.
Sure.
Just talk about something while I'm playing the game like a pro. On minus 3 health and 47 gold per turn and 19 core. 19 core. What is my science doing as well? Bloody hell. Anyway, next time.
Next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.